Get on the train before it leaves the station. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down.
Hello there, folks. How you doing? So obviously some of you may have realized I went live yesterday to talk about the opening episodes of The Tiger King and give some of my thoughts just about the big cat collector community before it got into all the things that eventually happened to Joe Exotic and what ended up happening in the final episodes. But what we're going to be talking about today is, you all know Carole Baskin in the show. There's a lot of there's a lot of reason to be concerned about what happened to her previous husband. Okay, it's a very, very odd situation how he just mysteriously disappeared. Just all of a sudden he just drops off the face of the planet. It's just very bizarre. And so I obviously watching it, Carole Baskin struck me as a fake, a very ingenuine person. Listening to her talk, she feels like she's trying to put forward a public face, a certain image, and she really is trying very hard at it, and it's very clear to me when I listen to her speak. So I don't believe a lot of the things that she says. So if she says I didn't do it, or I this, or whatever she says, I have trouble believing her, because I just don't. She doesn't sound truthful to me. She sounds like she's constantly trying to deceive everybody and deceive them into, seeing this image of her that she kind of wants everybody to see. So, but that's fine. That's whatever. But what I want to make all of you aware of is that I want you guys to go and check out some of the videos I'm going to put down below here. My good buddy Ripper has actually been finding out some very interesting information regarding Don Lewis, Carole Baskin's ex-husband that mysteriously went missing. If you guys are interested in this, if you watch Tiger King and you were moved by the fact that Don's old family from before he broke up, before he left his ex-wife to get with Carole Baskin, his family, his two daughters and his ex-wife are basically, saying that they don't know what happened here. They don't believe the official story. They don't believe it was investigated, properly and things like that. And so they want to find some closure on this, because they all loved Don very much. Obviously Don got enticed away by Carole Baskin at some point, but they all still loved him and cared about him, and they miss him. And they don't know what's happened to him. And so my good buddy Johnny he's gotten a few people on to interview him. And the first one I'm going to leave you is the interview he did with a woman who was going out with this guy at the time, who was employed by Don Lewis and was close with Don Lewis and Carole Baskin. There's that interview that I think it'd be interesting for you guys to check out. And then the most recent I woke up this morning and he just had done another video last night after I went to bed that is very interesting. It's calling into question the cop that we see in Tiger King, who is talking about investigating Carole Baskin. Folks, you're not going to believe what Johnny and what Ripper and his team of researchers have come up with here. I couldn't believe it. I seriously could not believe it. That I don't even want to say. I mean, I'll put it this way. It would seem that investigator, that detective, who seemed genuine, that he wanted to find out what happened, but it would seem that he's married to someone who is responsible for sending a lot of money Big Cat Rescue's way. So it's a short video, folks. It's about an 11-minute video that he made last night. Go check it out. Check out his interview with his first interviews with the girlfriend of the guy who worked for Don. He's got about 7 or 8 videos there. He even talks with Don's assistant briefly in one of the videos. You know, the one that he handed the letter, the sealed envelope to, that ended up having a copy of his basically the document he was filing to file for a restraining order against Carol. So she's the one that he gave that letter to. So John, you know, Ripper did a little brief interview with her. So any of you who have an interest in Tiger King and who really feel bad for Don's former family, who are really looking for closure in this, go give Johnny's videos a check. I think you will find them interesting. You guys can expect me tonight when I get off of work. I'm gonna get off work tonight. I'm gonna set up a live, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the end of Tiger King. At that point, I will talk a little bit about Johnny. Maybe I'll talk to Johnny today, and I'll see if maybe Johnny can join me live tonight. We'll see how he's doing. But if you haven't, go over and check out some of those videos. I'll leave you some links below to the ones that I think maybe you might be the most interested in. But I'll leave those below. So everybody go check it out. If you've been watching Tiger King, you've got that interest in it, and if you really do feel bad for Don's former family, go check out these videos on Ripper's channel. Alrighty, folks? Okay. That's just me firing this one off before I head out to work this morning. So go check out Ripper's videos. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you.
Thank you.